This video is brought to you by WeGotSoccer.com. Be sure to visit We Got Soccer for everyday low prices on all the latest soccer gear. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you an unboxing video of a pair of Nike T90 Laser 4s in Kanga-Lite in the Soft Ground Pro stud pattern. And this is the Euro 2012 Clash Collection colorway. Before you guys go on and say this is an old colorway, this was actually just released in the Soft Ground Pro stud configuration. So, like I said, brand new release. The current colorway, which is the gray, orange, and blue, won't be released in the Soft Ground Pro, at least as far as I know. So this is the latest version of the Soft Ground Pro, which was, like I said, just released about a week ago. As you guys can see, it comes with the extra studs. This is the 13 and 15 millimeter studs, whereas the 11 and 13 millimeter studs are already included on the particular shoes. And these are the metal studs I'm talking about. And because they are screw-ins, you do get a stud wrench with the kit just to kind of take the studs on and off, tighten them, loosen them, whatever you got to do. Then, of course, like all the other top-end Nike shoes, they do come with a string bag. On the front, you see the T90 logo in white on white with a neon green Nike swoosh. Then the back of the bag is pretty much just this neon green colorway. Like I said, the typical string bag you get with all the Nike shoes. I'll get these shoes out of the box real quick so I can get the box out of the way. And this is probably one of my favorite colorways for the Clash collection, or at least of the Euros, mainly because this really is a cool colorway for the laser itself. I'm not a huge fan of the kind of stock graphics that the lasers do come with, or the standard colorways that they have, but I'm a big fan of the Clash colorway that they did for the laser here with this half white, half neon green color. Really does look sharp, especially with the Soft Ground Pro stud pattern. Just to talk about the shoe itself, as far as the Soft Ground Pro stud pattern is concerned, it's the same stud pattern sole plate that's used on the Soft Ground Pro Legend, as well as the Soft Ground Pro CTR 360 Maestri 3, which I'll leave an annotation in the top left corner to both of those unboxing videos if you do want to check that out. So it's, like I said, it's the same kind of Soft Ground Pro stud pattern. You get your standard 6 stud soft ground, so you have the 13s in the back, and then the 4 11s in the front, where you have these kind of extra molded plastic studs in between, which is why you have a mixed sole. You have the 2 in the heel, the 2 here just at the start of the forefoot, the 1 support stud in the middle, the 1 support stud on the outside of the shoe, and then kind of a 1 extra push-off stud here on the inside of the toe, which overall the stud pattern really does perform well. And it's not a super aggressive soft ground stud pattern, especially with the 13 and 11 millimeter studs in there. It's still recommended to be used on soft ground, not firm ground, not artificial grass, not hard ground. So if you are going to be playing on those types of surfaces, the Soft Ground Pro is definitely not what you're looking for. But I'll talk a little bit about this colorway. This is the Clash Collection colorway for the Euro 2012 that has passed in the last couple of months. So if you aren't familiar with this particular colorway, it does have the RGB code on here, which is technically a color code. So R stands for red, G stands for green, B stands for blue. And if you punch in this color code in your computer in like a paint program or something like that, where it's R0, G255, and B50, you're actually going to come up with this green colorway, which is really cool that they kind of included that on the shoe. I don't know how great you guys can see it on the heel here. It kind of has the RGB code again, kind of in this clear coat material. Really difficult to see, mainly because you have kind of a clear on this really bright green colorway. But that's pretty much it as far as the Soft Ground Pro stud pattern and sole plate is concerned. As far as the shoe is concerned, this is the Kanga-Lite version of the Laser 4, which is currently the only model that is available. So it's the same Kanga-Lite that you see on the CTR 360 series. Really soft, really nice, and gives the shoe a less bulky feel than the Laser series has had in the past. I was not personally a huge fan of this particular shoe when I first tried it out, but after kind of getting to wear it for a little while now, I'm actually a really big fan of the shoe. I like that it has this rubber element on here, but it kind of remains fairly minimal, so it's not kind of overly bulky. It feels really nice, and I'm actually a big fan. The Laser is one of the shoes that I do tend to go back to and wear on my own, simply because I really think they're a comfortable shoe and they just tend to fit me really nicely. As far as the shot shield on here, they call it the adaptive shield, kind of runs through the striking zone of the particular shoe, so you have a clean surface here with this very hard rubber. It's not super thick and it's not super abrasive, but it just provides this really hard surface for striking the ball, which just gives a very solid impact when you do hit the ball nice and clean, and overall just feels really nice, like I said, when striking the ball. Then you have these kind of very minimal fins running through the instep here, which helps in giving the ball a little bit of extra spin should you kick the ball properly through like a free kick or any kind of somewhat of a finesse shot. But it also does a good job of kind of releasing the ball when you're actually dribbling, so you don't feel like the ball's getting stuck in your feet because you have all of this rubber here on the instep, which can be an issue if you aren't a really big fan of having too much rubber on the shoe, which I'm personally not, but I don't mind wearing the Laser 4 at all. Like I said, you have the laces to the outside, and you have very clean surface here, very minimal stitching, only the stitching here through the outside of the shoe. And overall, just a really big fan of the shoe. It fits really nicely, very, very comfortable to wear, and just really great. If you are interested in picking up a Soft Ground Pro version of this particular shoe, you are going to have to order it out of the UK. It's not going to be available in North America, but there will be a buy it now link on the review page of my website, as well as one directly in the description. So if you do want to pick up a pair of these, they're not going to last long, so go ahead and check that out. They're going to retail for about $175 or so, and shipping to North America is about $12. I've done it myself. Very, very good company to deal with in terms of shipping. Very fast shipping as well. It's only about 5-day shipping to ship from the UK to North America, whether it be Canada or the US. And like I said, very good to deal with. You're not going to get dinged with duties or anything like that. And if you do want a Soft Ground Pro pair of Laser 4s, that's really the only way to do it. And like I said, if you want some, get some now, because they're not going to last long, especially in this very cool Euro 2012 colorway. But like I said, guys, any questions you guys have related to the video, go and leave a comment down below. Any questions you have not related to the video, go and leave that on my Facebook page. There will be a link in the description of that if you are interested. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.